Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sirianatarot. This is going to be a you versus them love reading for my dearest Libras. Libra, we're going to take a look at your energy on the right, your person's energy on the left, and then we're going to see what's going on between you right down the middle. At any point in time, feel free to swap the energies that I may be picking up on. And if these messages do resonate, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, let's get started. Let's see what's going on here with your person's energy. So we see the Ace of Wands. All right, fiery, passionate. Your energy, the Three of Wands, you might be waiting for this person, or maybe you've been waiting for someone just like them. And we see the Nine of Pentacles. I like this energy. It's a healthy energy. And we see the Sun card. So some of you, you're dealing with a Leo. I feel like you're making this person really, really happy. This might be a newer connection, or it might be one that's about to come towards you. And it's exactly what you've been waiting for. Beautiful messages so far. So this Ace of Wands tells me this person's very fiery and attractive, but they're also very passionate about you. All right, and we see the Death card, Scorpio energy. They're ready to transform this connection, and they're viewing you as the Strength card. So you both might have Leo placements here, Libra, but they're seeing a bit of themselves in you, but they see you as sexy, powerful, attractive, playful, fun, getting a lot of attention. Ooh, this is going to be passionate. With the Three of Wands, I feel like some of you could be at a distance from this person. Some of you, you've been waiting for them to ask you out. For others of you, this is just what you've been waiting for. Now we see the Seven of Swords. So some of you, you feel like waiting has been a bit draining for you. Maybe you feel like you've been waiting a long time for this. But with the Seven of Swords here too, I kind of feel like you have really deep secret feelings for this person that you haven't quite revealed yet. Now, you're viewing them as the Five of Swords, so you might be a little bit worried that they're detached, or you might feel, excuse me, you might feel like with the Five of Swords here, that there's a little bit of conflict in coming together, maybe other options, maybe romantic rivals. But the Five of Swords is also an energy of this is worth fighting for. So the Nine of Pentacles is Venus and Virgo energy. I do think that there's potential for this to be a healthy relationship. All right, we see they're viewing the relationship as the Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel what I'm getting from this is more that this person feels like this is destiny with double nines coming through, but I'm also feeling like this person can't stop thinking about you, can't eat, can't sleep. They're into you as much as you are into them. And with the Two of Swords here in reverse, you're ready for a breakthrough. You're ready for this new beginning. You're ready for communication here. And with the Five of Pentacles, you're coming out of the cold. You want something stable here. And you feel like just knowing this person is in this world makes you feel that much less alone. So I'm kind of getting two people who are really pretty head over heels for one another. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what else we need to know. What do we need to know about this person? All right, so we see beggar energy, dependence on others to the exclusion of efforts. Okay, so I'm not really getting that, but for some of you, I mean, maybe this person has struggled with codependencies in the past. I do think this person has strong self-esteem. Maybe sometimes they lack a little bit of humility. All right. But I'm also getting to some of you, this person is working themselves out of a financial rut. Okay. We see trickster. I love that because this person transcends convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. But this is also for me, the magician energy. Like this is somebody who checks all of your boxes. This is somebody who has everything they need, although they might be, working themselves out of a financial hole at the moment. They have everything they need, and so they don't need you. They want you. All right, and we see rescuer. So assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued needy. I don't think that's the case, but for some of you, I do get, just pay attention. I'm getting an energy of this person wanting to be rescued. Okay, and for a lot of my Libras, it's not going to be a real problem for you. Like you want to come and, rescue this person, but just have strong boundaries here with this person as well. I kind of feel like we're picking up on a little bit of their shadow attribute that sometimes they might fall into a little bit of codependency or a lot of neediness, okay? And all of you are going to kind of react to that differently. All right, let's see. Anything else we need to know? Anything else we need to know that might be keeping them stuck or holding them back? All right, we have too risky. You feel like it's not worth the risk, but opening your heart is a risk worth taking. Yeah, so for some of you, I mean, I'm really not getting that they're worried about taking a risk with you, but that may have been something that they worried about in the past, like especially if they do have a tendency to kind of lose themselves in relationships, because there's an intensity here with Leo and Scorpio energy showing up for them. And they do have some insecurities. I highly doubt you're gonna recognize that, because I do think they come through as very stable and secure, but I think they do mask those insecurities, and they may have that codependency energy. Again, you're all gonna deal with that a little bit differently. So, but just be aware of it, because they are very intense, and I do think that, you have to have strong boundaries. Work on building your confidence and feeling safe in your relationship. Okay, so that's what they're doing, but they just have some insecurities here, Libra. All right, what do they want to say to you? What do they want to say to you? All right, I can still feel you. Okay, so they feel you, and I can't handle your words right now. So for some of you, they've just been a little bit quiet because they're just, maybe they're scared of what you're going to say, or, scared you're going to say no. But for the most part, I just feel like this person's coming in. They're coming in. They want to transform this connection, but they're a little bit insecure there for sure. And especially if they have strong ego energy, I think they're very worried about rejection. They may not handle rejection very easily, and I think they're aware of that. So what are their very next actions towards my Libras? Lovers card, physical, all right, and Page of Coins. They're coming in. They've made a decision to come in, and that they want to try to do this right, Libra. I think it feels good. Just pay attention to this person being like too intense, or, so intense. All right, so let's see. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? Advice and guidance for my Libras. So we see enabling. I did want this card, even though it was a peeker. But there's someone you're helping, or are you? In reality, you may be enabling them to continue in negative patterns and never take full responsibility for themselves. Step back and let things play out. I feel like, we do get a little bit of this person's neediness coming through, a little bit of their codependency. And some of you may want to, assuage them, or like offer them, support, rescuing, helping them. But, make this person work for it. Make them put in the right amount of effort, right? And make sure you don't enable that, and set strong boundaries. But other than that, Libra, it does feel pretty good. All right, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.